is a very intensive separation. Yes. Lord Chaitanya passed his life there in separation many years. Those Swamis, they teach us that our Bhakti Yoga path is being experienced and realized in the spirit of Viparamma rather than Sambhoga. Sambhoga exists. It's a divine encounter between Radha and Krishna, Krishna and his devotees, and so on. This is very elevated and very special. But devotees have a preference to go into the Leela in the route of separation, because that's the route which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has shared with us intensively. The very personality of Mahaprabhu is very Vipranamba oriented. You see, it's Radha searching for Krishna in separation of love, and she don't realize this, and he himself, her beloved, is in her own heart. So this is a deeper thing of Inditala, that the Lord is in the heart of Radha, and now he's spreading Harinam Sankirtan to the whole world. Now he's out, Madhurya is becoming Autarya, generosity. There is something about this, it's very sane. Separation is safe. Love in separation is very safe. Where when people think love in union, they quickly get the wrong ideas. Maybe they become sahajiyas, thinking, oh, I'm now qualified for being in a loving connection with God himself. Now I'm very elevated, or something like that. And that is not appropriate. We should approach the Lord in the mood of the six Goswamis. And the six Goswamis, they were worshipping the Lord in basic. Where are you? Where can I find you? You beloved, my beloved master, my mistress, my supreme divine service. How will it will be obtained? So in the Krishna conscious movement, we have the two spirit of preaching and also prayer, or like introvertedness. So in the mood of introvertedness and repenting and reflecting, oh, my relationship with the Lord is not an advanced devotee, I'm whatever, no? That mood is one. And the other one is an extreme enthusiasm to share all this with others. So this is the Audarya spirit. The Audarya spirit is where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inspires us. Go and preach. Yes, you do something for the spiritual elevation of others. That's not a, what you call it, that's not a therapeutical, occupational therapy. No, it's for the sake of the souls who are lost in Maya. Especially you have a great chance to preach, because people in the boat, they cannot get drunk, right? There's no alcohol there. So they cannot have sex life. They cannot have gambling. And they cannot eat meat. Or they eat meat. Yeah, meat. Which is rotten meat.
Yes. Frozen. Frozen and rotten.
Yeah, frozen and rotten meat. So except the meat, they are following the principles. But they have no higher taste. They have no higher taste. They have not discovered the beauty of Krishna consciousness. We all come from this rotten existence. All meat is rotten anyway. As soon as an animal dies, the rotting process starts. We experienced that yesterday in Uman because there were dead fish smelling so badly.
Talman. It's almost when you took a bath.
So, death is rotting. Everything death is rotting. It is amazing why people want to eat it. By cooking it and by doing all this. It's really disgusting. But you can see it's very popular, no? Kentucky Fried Chicken, no? And all this kind of horrible fast food restaurants around the world selling dead bodies. Many times they're selling rats, anything, because they put all the meat in one grinder. And after you grind it, you don't know what meat is it, what it's coming from, what is the state of it. It's just like, and then next, they are putting the human beings in the meat grinder and sending them out for wash. I was just answering some declarations yesterday about the situation of the world. Everybody talking, this one is hypocrisy, that one is hypocrisy, this and that. They're talking about the cause of Gaza, the cause of Ukraine, the cause of all these horrible things going on in the world. But nobody comes to the point, it's because we are cruel with the animals. We have become so hard-hearted. We don't care to give hellish pain to the animals. We think that's okay for our food. Now our human beings are put in the same type of meat grinder. So we are very concerned spreading Krishna consciousness that people may understand that. Hey, you are creating hellish trouble for animals, and then hellish trouble is coming to you. So we have to preach, but we have to preach a firestorm. Fire has to come from your heart to burn away the foolish desire for all the nonsense. So if we are Audarya, in the spirit of Audarya, Madhurya is intensive sweetness. And Madhurya in separation, in Vipralamba, becomes intensive pain of separation. Mahaprabhu, in his Vipralamba, in his Antya Lila, he has exhibited a lot of that intense separation. So we know from there that Audarya is being manifested by Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada in a perfect fashion. Yes! Go and get them back to home, back to God. Catch these fallen souls. You just take them one by one. Hey, are you suffering? What are you suffering from? Are you suffering from ignorance? Are you suffering you have not found your love? Are you suffering from poverty? Are you suffering? What is your reason of your suffering? Here's the solution. Have the connection with Lakshmi Pati, the husband of the goddess of fortune. All your problems will be solved, not your financial problems, your meaning of life problems. Everything will come. Look, I'll be honest with you. My father, he never owned his own house. My grandfather, paternal side, he lost his house because he had to leave the eastern part of Germany. So we were not even owners of our own house. We were paying rent the whole lifetime. And I came to Srila Prabhupada to learn how to become a beggar. And here we're living in the Queens of Manipur Palace. And we are living here. We don't even pay rent. How is it possible? How can you be transferred from a German beggar to living in a palace in India? Huh? How is it possible? Yes, it's possible by the infinite grace of Mahaprabhu. In the Audarya spirit, because this is all Audarya. You understand? We want to preach. This place is for preaching. We got this place so the devotees from South America can come here and feel at home in Vrindavan. Oh, we have a home in Vrindavan. Very nice. So, yes, wonderful. We have a home also in Colombia. We have a home in every place. By Prabhupada's grace, we have a more home than we can even live there. We have no capacity. Like in Kumudvan, many people live in one room, no? Yes. Many people live in one room. Here in the temple, everybody wants to have his own room. No, that's not right. At least two people must be in one room. So not the feet go into the Maya spirit. In the morning we get up. Morning. Beautiful day has begun. Supreme Lord is waiting with open arms for you to come and sing and dance. And then you be with the devotees who smile at you and give you a hug. Oh, there you are. My God, my Arjuna. Good morning. Now let's read the holy books about Lord Krishna's sacred pastimes and his Vipralamba Lila and his Madhurya Lila. So Madhurya is intensive love. Vipralamba is intensive pain. And Audarya is intensive compassion. Now I want to do something for the fallen conditioned soul. First thing, call your home. My son. Can you check the Hare Krishna today? No. Why not? Krishna is God. You should call upon him. Only he can help you. Only he cannot save you from the repeated birth and death. Krishna can. Have you read about the No. What did he do? I was playing video games. The video games will not save you. You have to read about Bhagavad Gita. You have to study this yoga. That's with your own family. Then with your friends. Audarya means efforts to save others. Not, I got a book here. If you like, you can read it. No. Take this book. Give me a donation. Read this book. Tomorrow I come and ask you, what did you read there? Why you talk to me like this? Because you're sick. I'm sick. Are you suffering? Be honest. Yes. So you're sick. Who's suffering is sick. Here's the medicine. Prabhupada Tika. That is medicine. That is real. Spiritual life is real. Brahman is real. Brahman. Is he non-duality? That is something very special. Brahman means the truth, the goal, and you are not separate issues. You don't have to go to New York to find the truth. And you don't have to go to Varanasi. You don't have to read 1,000 books to understand something. You have to get the realization that you and the truth are one. You and God are one. Hey! One? Yes. You're the servant and he's the master. Don't get it wrong. Sometimes people say, I'm not the Lord, I want to. That means now you can serve me, I'm the Lord. No. Don't get it wrong. You are the subject. He is the object. He's the supreme. He is the one who is giving you the meaning of life. Without him, you have no existence, you have no meaning. So, accept your inferior position, but be one with him. Be one in purpose. Be one in love. Yes, you don't have to go anywhere else. Brahman is everywhere. Sarva Kalpa. Brahman. What is the Shloka? Sarva Kalpa. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. Idam. Sarva Kalpa Idam. You are Brahman. You don't have to speed. You don't have to travel at the speed of light. Like Einstein was looking. Oh, we're going to get to the truth. He's so far away. Nonsense. Your theory of relativism is nonsense. The absolute is not relative. Or you are not understanding the absolute connection you have with the truth. Because the absolute connection with the truth is by love. How do you prove your love? By service. By service. By loving service. Because you like to do service. Not because somebody's over your shoulder and says, hey, what you doing? What you doing? You're eating prasadam and you're not doing service? What kind of a person are you? Only taking, and not giving? Oh. So therefore, we need audarya. We need the spirit of compassion. We want to give something to the others. Now you have to be intelligent. You cannot do it all the time. You have to go like in like a needle, out like a plow. When you go in, you say, hello. Do you want to know something about Jivatma and the real meaning of free will? Oh, what's that? You think you have free will? Yes. But you're born in this body. You have to have a job. You have to pay money to your wife. You have to pay taxes. Where's your free will? Where's your free will? You know? Your free will is in the choice. You choose to serve Krishna. That's your free will. Otherwise, there's all your push left and right and left and right. That you were telling us, I pushed you to make this beautiful A houses. They look so beautiful, but you are so hard work. They're obliged. So you have to do. It is your choice when you want to serve. You want to serve the Lord or you want to serve Mammon? Money. Me, money. What do you want to serve? It's your choice. You accept the Guru by choice. You accept Sanatana Dharma by choice. You accept to be a preacher by choice. You accept Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by choice. He wants you to preach, even to your family. Can you imagine? We have the family in the family. Family is always complaining. Hey, why don't you serve the family? Because I'm serving the Supreme Personality of God and I want you to serve Him too. What? Like about faith, we, especially in the Western world, we come home. My dear father, my dear mother, I have a news for you. What news? From today on, I'm crazy. You want to give up our food? 1 second, it's not on. From today on, I'm going to chant the name of Krishna to get purified from all the mistakes of my past. What? Are you crazy? You want to become religious? No. And I have another news. From today, I'm going to live with the devotees in Vrindavan. What? You're going to leave us? Oh, you're crazy. Now you're completely. And then I said, I have one more news. Last one. What? One more? And you open the arms. It says, and I want to take all of you with me. All of you come with me to chant Hare Krishna and to live in Vrindavan. Then they go, no, go. You go to Vrindavan. Leave us alone. Huh? Leave us alone. Don't. Watching our television series. We're eating our pan. We are doing our this. No, don't take all this away. You in the temple, you're not even drinking tea. Oh, you must be crazy. No child. No, I'm not going there. That is your choice. It's all about choice. Your free will is in your choice. Nothing else. When you make the choice, then you have to become very good. You have to give your best, to preach the best. Maharaj is going to make another mission. So much work, so hard. But why not? Already had children, already did the Vyasta duty stuff, and he did well. He did well, and he got a good kick from behind also. Now you're going to do the sannyas duty. Huh? We all sometimes get kicks. Huh? Vinamaj also got a few kicks. Go, become a sannyas. Do something useful. Even our Mansaroma, such a nice family. Oh yes, nice business, doctor, hospital, but child pain. No. It's all pain, right? Only pain. Yagi must be don't know how much pain. Venezuela, whole country, pain. Huh? Beautiful country, only pain. Can you believe it? When I went to South America, the Venezuelans were like this. We are Venezuelans, we are rich, we have big cars, we are better, this Colombians. And everybody else is like some crap. And then Krishna came, the Maya came and it smashed Venezuela. Bah! To the ground. They had salary $6 a month. They had no food, they had nothing. They had to go to Colombia, beg for a job. Please, Colombia. Millions of people left Venezuela walking for 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 kilometers. And they came by our temple and we gave them prasad. Thousands of Venezuelans, the country destroyed, $6. Crazy. The karma of this world. And every Venezuelan from this became like, So I've seen it with my own eyes. From top to bottom, you have seen it. It is reality. Germans. Oh, Germans. Let's not talk about Germans. That's another sad story. They are so proud of themselves and they're just following all stupid instructions. The government gives a stupid instruction and everybody can tell it's a stupid instruction and they follow anyway. They have to follow the instructions. Right now, what's going on? Germany has become a pack of idiots. The they hear me that speaking, then they want to take my passport away, but they cannot. Huh? A pack of idiots. They have put court cases to 1,500 doctors because they gave permission to the patients not to use this blockage in the COVID time and not to take the vaccination. Now they're putting them in jail. Even though everybody knows now COVID was a hoax, full of cheating, full of lying, and still they're putting the doctors. What is that? Is Germany? You think Germany is something good? A pack of idiots, and the worst ones in the government. They should all be in jail. And it'll be a waste of money to feed them. There are so much idiots. And I say that honestly. I'm not making a show. So you think I'm going to Europe, to a nice country? No, you're going to the pack of idiots. And the Belgians are not better, and the Austrians are not better. They are all a pack of idiots. And North America, oh my God, the biggest idiot is the president. Huh? He's so much of an idiot that the whole world is just laughing. And still he can decide over the life and death of others. He can still say, yes, let us attack Iran. And then all the idiots in America, they will say, yes, now the president said. No. Well, this is the choice. Have you made the choice to serve the material world? Then you become an idiot also. You have to be a rebel, and you have to decide to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You have to decide, I want to preach the holy name, Dave. Preach to the people. They're suffering so much. In India, they're also suffering. Don't worry. Suffering is everywhere. One or the other type of suffering. So, it is our choice, free will. Make your choice for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to help others, to enlighten them, to open their eyes. Now many people in India love Sanatana Dharma. That is a very good moment. We have a very good moment. But then we have to ask the question, what does that mean, Sanatana Dharma? Are you Shakakari? Shakari? Are you? The first thing you have to ask the person, more or less. No! Sanatana Dharma is Shakahari, 100%. You cannot kill the animals. That is not, you cannot be a Sanatana Dharmi and maintaining animal killing and all these things like. So we have to preach even in India. Like yesterday we saw the most beautiful parikrama. No, so beautiful. We can give testification. High state of devotion. But after they all left, the whole road is dirty, full of dust. Full of dust. And everybody sees it. I was here, and after I left, look what I left behind. Everybody taking cups, taking cups. That is a great problem. We have to get civic consciousness of cleanliness. You are utilizing plastic, okay, maybe you cannot avoid it. I also cannot avoid it 100%. Microphone is also plastic. But you have to be responsible and it has to be cleaned up right away. Now they all go away, the pilgrims, the yatris, and they leave a street of horror in Kumutwan and in Talawan and in the rest of the parikrama. A street of horror. Now who's going to go there and pick it all up? Who? And make sure it all gets to the recycling. Who's going to do that? Or is it going to be inside the earth and then go inside in the fields and then it's become microplastics and then we're going to get it back in the form of food? after 50 years back, as the time takes to microplastics. It's not so slow. Some microplastics, like you take a plastic, hard plastic, any hard plastic like this. If it's a little old, you can scratch it, and then you have black on your feet. Huh? Have you done that? Scratched an old plastic, and then you have black on the feet. That's microplastics. Those are microplastics. They're so small, you don't know, but they're still poison. Poison, 100% poison. Now it's hard, I cannot scratch it. But if I take a hard instrument and I scratch, immediately microplastic is coming. So we are producing a world full of microplastics. The oceans are filled with islands of plastic transforming into microplastics. We have created a big disaster. And then we go to the parikrama where all the holy pilgrims go. They are so holy. I worship them. Bare feet in the sun of the summer of Vrindavan. They are doing parikrama. All glory to them. But still, I'm criticizing. Why don't you take my garbage away? Why don't you take the garbage away? Why you leave it behind for the poor rich class? What is this? Why don't we have that civic consciousness? Okay, but then audarya means you have to scream that into all directions and you have to give the example. That's why we started cleaning in our parikrama. Because we said, how can we criticize if we are not given a good example? You saw me yesterday, I was swimming in Brahma Sarovar. What did I do in Brahma Sarovar? Huh?
Take the bottles and
I took the plastic bottles and all the garbage which was floating in that lake. Because you cannot just talk. You have to talk, you have to walk, you talk. So there is plastic in my beautiful lake swimming with plastic bottles on top. What a horror! And of course, I couldn't do 100% job because there was no time, because we had to go back. But this is what I'm talking about. Your choice. Your choice is whether you want to be in Madhurya, Vipralamba, or Audari. For Madhurya, you're not qualified. For Vipralamba, that can only come natural, advanced consciousness. In Audarya, follow Prabhupada. Follow Prabhupada and preach up a storm. Preach up a storm. Yesterday, one sannyasi wrote me a letter from Africa. Said, I'm feeling more inclined to the Babaji position of doing only silent meditation. I wrote him back. You're in the line of Prabhupada, you have to follow Prabhupada. There was one disciple in Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's time. His name was Niskitchna Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj. He would always sit somewhere and chant and not do any practical service. So one time Srila Sridhar Maharaj asked Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, can I ask Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj to come out and help us? You know what he said? Prabhupada, he said, whoever gets him to do something practical, he is the best friend of his soul. And Krishna Babaji's mind respect. He was a real devotee, really fantastic. But his guru said, engaging him in something practical, he is the best friend of his. So we are not qualified to just sit and chant mantras all day. Maybe you are, I don't know. I'm not. And I've not seen many people. It's not that you chant 64 rounds and then you watch movies. Or you do any other nonsense. No. If you're a Bhava Bhakta, Prema Bhakta, well then there's no rules for you. Because love is the rule. If you're full of love, automatically you do what love tells you. There's no love. You don't have to tell a mother, oh, you're going to have a child. Let me teach you how to love your child. Huh? Every mother knows how to love her child. That is motherhood. You love your child so much. You even sacrifice your sleep. You sacrifice your physical well-being just so that the baby is fine. Huh? So that's why we are all indebted with our mothers. Anyhow, I wanted to read you something from our Radhesham IIT. All that glitters is not gold. Once Srila Prabhupada showed a doll of a woman kept in a cloth shop to some of his disciples and asked them, can you enjoy that woman? The disciples replied that it was after all a doll with no life and thus cannot offer any happiness. Ah, now you can buy a sex robot. You can buy a woman made of metal. I mean, not a woman. Artificial intelligence can never compare to the soul. It has no free will. And so does a sex doll does also have no free will. But you can program it. Then the sex doll can speak, my darling, you're my darling. Please give me a kiss. But that is no life there. So Prabhupada said there will be no happiness. But you can get all the artificial attempts. Srila Prabhupada said that what makes a living body special is the spiritual spark or spiritual spark residing in the body. Like you're a young, handsome man. Oh, if you're sick, you will spend lots of money to cure the body. But when you're dead, we will only get a bunch of pieces of wood, put you on and burn you. That's the last expenditure we're going to have on your body. The pieces of wood. And even that's prohibited now. Now you have to go to the electric burner. Because we don't have so much wood. Too many dying people. So, when that spark of soul leaves the body, which is just a bag of bones and flesh, but in the spirit soul, a part and parcel of supremely attractive personality of God and Sri Krishna. Because God, the supreme whole, is supremely beautiful, is part and parcel of the spirit, and who is a minute spark of God, is also beautiful. That's why you guys are beautiful. Yes. Some people think you're beautiful. Some people may not care. The concept of beauty is very relative. I saw on the internet one woman, she was giving all her love to a dog which had no legs in the back. It was just on two heads. By accident, it was cut, and somehow it survived. So, to a half dog, she gave all her love because such a dog can imagine how much attention it needs to be able to survive. But because the spirit soul is there, the dog is real, still beautiful. His eyes are beautiful. When he goes woof, woof, and looks at you, he had no more tail to wag. So he's wagging all his body. You know, sometimes dogs are wagging all their body. So, oh, dog loves me. illusion. But that's what we are looking for some love. Can you imagine what this world is without love? Just like robots. And now you can get robots who make the cars, robots to cultivate the land, robots for everything. Now we are in the day of the robots. In Chinese, everything is done by robots already. Then the question is, now what do human beings want to do? Now the machines are doing everything. Now what are the human beings going to do? I hope they're going to study proper books and chant Hare Krishna. Then they're lucky. Otherwise, the government will kill them. They will call them useless eaters. Already in the modern materialistic vocabulary of the World Economic Forum, they are calling those who have no jobs and who don't produce anything, they're calling them useless eaters. And how you get rid of useless eaters? Well, give them a vaccination, mRNA, and then you get the heart attack and finish the problem is finished. Can you believe it that COVID shots killed on purpose? Thousands of people were killed by this shot on purpose. Oh, you still people shame. Really, really? Yes, it's proven. It has been a big murderous attempt. Anyway, when I speak like this, then YouTube is canceling my channel. Yes, two times already they canceled my channel. Anyway, the end of it is mundane intellectuals and atheists are deluded by the outward beauty and attraction of the relative truth as seen in the material world, are unaware of the spiritual spark, which is both truth and beauty at the same time. The spiritual spark is so beautiful that when it leaves the so-called beautiful body, which in fact is full of stool and vomit, no one wants to touch that body, even if it's decorated with a costly costume, even if it happens to be the body of the most beautiful cinema star or a dear relative like husband or wife. Nobody wants to touch the body. The beauty of the outer skin can be destroyed in only a few hours merely by the dose of a strong purgative. But the beauty of the soul of God is indestructible and always the same. Unfortunately, mundane artists and intellectuals are ignorant of the Supreme Lord, who is the source of all the spiritual sparks. And they are ignorant of the relationship between the Lord and the souls in the Lord, which take the form of transcendental pastimes. When those pastimes are displayed here, by the grace of the Almighty, foolish people who cannot see beyond their senses confuse those pastimes of truth and beauty with the activity of common man. For example, they think Krishna's Rasa dance to be like activities between boys and girls. That's the danger. Coming to Vrindavan, you think Krishna and Radha, their boy and girl pastimes. And maybe you can also have some Radha for yourself or something. Then you get smashed. No. We all want to become Radha Dasis, that's all. If we become Radha Dasi, we got our perfection. Last part. When Lord Krishna or Lord Ram appears in this world and perform pastimes with their devotees, they are supremely divine and enacted on a spiritual platform. The love exchanges between the Lord and his devotees is pure and eternal, because the Lord and devotee will never die. But all our display of affection and sorrow for our relatives and friends is a poor imitation of Lord's pastime, because we are artificially imagining ourselves to be the center of all the relationships in this world. Thus, our divine relation with Lord is like real gold. Our relationship with other people, namely our family, relatives, friends, etc., immaterial is like imitation gold. By awakening our love for God, we can put a full stop to cycle of birth and death and return back home. When you really miss somebody, when he dies, then you cry. In India, I've seen when somebody's dying, then they hire the cry ladies. Is that true? Their neighbors, and they come in their wheel, because they're not crying themselves. Is that true?
Yes.
Huh?
In Rajasthan also they do.
In Rajasthan, you buy the cry ladies.
Yes.
Huh?
In Kolkata also you can hire the cry lady.
We call them Rudali.
Rudali.
Rudali. Yes. They
You
are hired.
and you pay them money to cry.
Yes, I think even in Kolkata also.
So I didn't know the name Rudali. Thanks, I just learned something new.
I just first time here this I
Huh?
I never know about this that they hire
Yeah, in
You
Raj-
did not know that? Just see. You can learn new things here in the Buddha or India.
In South India, they pay money. Ladies will come and beat like this, and they will cry. Chest beating and crying.
Anyway, if you really cry because the person who left you really have loved, then it's sincere. Otherwise, it is just glittering false gold.
They are not actually crying. They have created the situation like that. If they start to cry, and if you go there, then you also
They will cry if you don't give them any money.
no. If the family will not start to cry, they have go and they have start. They have created this situation. Whatever they start to cry. This is called Ugali. I have a film about this. Also, this movie got the Oscar award.
Uttari is called
Udali.
Rudali. R-U-D-A-L-R. Rudali.
Udali. Udali.
okay. I didn't know that it has a name, but I've seen them in professional choirs.
Even this professional kirtan people also they do the same thing in Bengal. This Sakhi Beki. Others. What time the Kongo Mangal Urdu Saraswati Sampradaya not stay, not in Navadvip. They are already shifted in Vrindavan for the Kala Pahar, and after shifted to Vishnupur Maharaj. This 13 of Sampradaya is so bad, but they are continuing to the Vaishnava in the Guru. Then again we have worked off either forget everyone. Understand?
Okay, my dear. What is on the page? Radha Katacha.
180. Oh.
These are 190.
Huh? 190. Okay, you send to me. Please send to me. Send to me the document. No, no. This class you can load up later.
No, I already gone back.